God has got my attention for this endeavor called the Soldier's Lair. It's been 13 plus years ago since I had a vision of this place, but it was so beyond Christsong and our funds, we didn't see how we could ever afford it. I'll never forget the day that my son said, "Dad, I want to show you this property." And so we decided to follow him down. It took about 30 minutes to get there. And when we got there, the most beautiful property. It was a gazebo out there. I remember had a cross on it where the word had been preached. And it turned out that it was an old Bible camp where traveling preachers would come and they'd preach the word. And it was owned by a nonprofit called the Davis Foundation. And it was agreed that that would never be sold. It was 41.5 acres, that it would only be used for the glory of God. And so when we put our foot on that property, I felt like that I had been prayed there years ago by somebody. And I think that God had honored that prayer, and it certainly fit in with what I had envisioned back 13 years ago. And so God's hand made it to where we've got the entire parcel, which is 41.5 acres, and didn't have to do anything but pay taxes. And so they didn't charge us to use it, they're letting us use it for free. We're right now in the process of remodeling a 3-apartment boarding house, and it'll be sufficient for staff for 3 different families. And then we'll move over to the chapel, and I can see in my mind's eye some little houses for some of these men that are getting out of prison. And as I can watch families come back together in a good place, and folks, I just knew that it was God doing this. And so I stayed out of the way, and it's been 2 months since I signed the paper. And so we have that entire parcel for the next 30 years. We're excited about the teams and the growth that Christsong is going through. I pray that you do a little research. We have a GoFundMe page. If you would go to GoFundMe and enter Christsong and the Soldier's Lair, you'll see us and you'll see some of the video that we have. And I hope that you'd pray about it and pray about supporting us in this endeavor.